It's Wednesday. That's hump day. And in the words of George Clinton, on guard, defend yourself. Got to get over the hump, Chico. Where'd you get your funk from? We got a new DC. We got a whole lot of other stuff to unpack. It is the morning run.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another episode of The Morning Run right here on this Wednesday, 2/25/26. Uncle Neely, Big Dog Chico, coming to you live and direct from the Pregame Network. Make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, comment, everything else. Hype this video up, share this video, tell somebody about it that they need to know about it because we're dropping it. You heard me? Might as well say we about it, like Master P. Shout out to New Orleans. But
and the words of Ice Cube, dropping more shit than a pigeon.
Pigeon does drop a lot of shit now. So let's drop some on them then, Unc. We can go right into the story of the day that just came out, or we can get into some other news. Whichever way Uncle Neely want to go, that's the way we're going to go today. So y'all let us know in the chat. Let's get it.
I get to be freaking Nelson. I get to be in charge. Complete autonomy.
All yours.
He kept Strong J panties, man. That was a mofo that day. Chico.
Yes, sir.
Got a phone call this morning, and I missed the call. So I got back to my phone. I said, what the hell, Chico won't call me this early in the morning? But it wasn't Chico. It told me I missed a call from 21 Black. That's what I got Coach Prime stored as, 21 Black. So I hit my brother back, said, Coach, what's going on? I said, I got something for you, my brother. And he began to discuss with me some of the changes as we get ready for spring ball officially starting next week. I said, what's that, Coach? He said, we're going to have a new DC.
Just like that?
He said, yeah, man, Rob Livingston is going over to Denver. And we're going to take our man Marv and make him defense coordinator. He's been a defense coordinator before, Virginia Tech. Knows what he's doing, knows how to command the defense.
Yep.
Got some other ancillary changes we'll do after that, but we'll be ready for spring ball. And I said, Coach, that's Black history. This is the Power Four. You mean to tell me the head coach Black, the offense coordinator Black, the defense coordinator Black? Stop the press. Breaking news. Take off the other headline. Put this one in. And I know a lot of people, Chico, I don't want to talk about history. I want to win. Well, you know, damn right we're going to win. But I'm sorry to say, based on the way y'all structured things in the past, sometimes we still have to celebrate some firsts in America. You have to talk about it. First things first, shout out to Rob Livingston, who came from the NFL, from the Bengals to Colorado, 2 seasons in Colorado. One of them certainly history-making on the defensive side. Had some woulda, coulda, shouldas last year. But he'll be going back to the NFL, helping out the Broncos defense. I can imagine. I don't know the position, but I ain't finna sit here and think he going on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, it looked like news came out. Shout out to Adam Schefter, said Broncos are hiring Colorado defensive coordinator Rob Livingston as their defensive pass game coordinator, per sources. The new move unites Livingston with Broncos defensive coordinator Vance Joseph, who previously worked with him on the Bengals staff. So
yeah, that's why I was headed, but I just had to confirm it. You know, like I said, I didn't think he was leaving to go to be offense coordinator.
Right.
You know, pretty obviously going to be on Denver's defensive side of the ball, and Denver has an outstanding defense. You know, the second coming of the no-fly zone, if you will. So he have a major impact over there in a major way. Shout out to Coach Rob and his family and all that they did for the Colorado Buffs. And look at it, still getting to stay in the area.
Yeah, right there.
Stay in the area. You don't have to move your family too far away or at all. But as it relates to Colorado, new defense coordinator just in time for the start of spring ball, Chico.
I like
with
it.
a person that was in the building.
Right. So you don't have to bring in a new voice. You bring in somebody who was already there, who has defensive coordinator experience, who's been in that role before. And now you could just say, hey, man, listen, all right, we got a change being made. Boom. You right back into a previous role that you've had. And if he had issues before or if he had success before, he has something that he can tap into to move forward and be successful at Colorado. So shout out to him. He is a Memphis, Tennessee native, and
Mm-hmm.
10 plus years coaching. So he's coming in there with some fire, with a chip on his shoulder. I think was hired as linebackers coach in place of Coach Hart. But now we'll see what happens now with Coach Hart. Will Coach Marv bring in another linebackers coach that he has a relationship with and keep Coach Hart in that same position he's in now, or do you elevate Coach back to the linebackers coach? It'll be interesting to see what Coach Marv does, but a great move to put him in there.
Yeah, you went Chuck Bishop on it, did you?
Very interesting to see. So we'll see. A former Vanderbilt football player, man, defensive coordinator at Virginia Tech, 2022 to 24. Florida State defensive run game coordinator in 20 to 21. And 2019, he was at Mississippi State for the defensive run game coordinator and linebackers. Previously, before that, he was at Vanderbilt inside linebackers and defensive quality control analyst. So has some experience and been around.
I mean, his resume is the same as it was when we announced him as linebacker coach,
Mm-hmm.
and he was overly qualified for that. And he's overly qualified to be a DC again. He's been a DC, and look at
Right.
the wonderful opportunity open for him. And it's one of those things, Chico. You just want to be real. You want to keep it really real.
Keep it real. That's what you got to do, right?
I mean, he was DC in waiting anyway.
Mm.
Come on, dog.
All right.
Stop playing. Stop playing. And let me tell you this, Chico.
Stop playing.
Let me get the haters' attention first, because I want them to write this down.
Write it down. Take a
Let me
picture.
give them a minute. Let me get hey haters, y'all haters to the front.
Get
I'm
your,
gonna give y'all a minute so y'all can write this down. It is February 25th, 2026, and 12:14 Central Standard Time. Y'all get ready to quote on.
clip this.
Clip it. One of these two gonna be a head coach in the next 2 years. They're gonna do so well at Colorado, and Coach Prime does so well at selecting and developing the staff. One of them, the OC or the GC, is gonna be like the Jeffersons and continue to move up.
Continue to move on up.
Because what y'all accuse Coach Prime of not being able to do, the back
Preach.
end always proves that he can do.
That's right.
Brings in a player that you never heard of, and y'all get to chit chatting on. Oh, I seen his stats. I don't know about this guy. Year or two later, now the Blue Bloods want him and triple paying him.
Mm.
Brings in a coach that y'all had doubts about. Oh, I heard this on Twitter 2 years ago. 2 years later, NFL wants him. I don't know what more the man got to do other than eat a pear, some grapes, an apple, a watermelon, and a pineapple, and then crap out a fruit salad for y'all to believe he a black magician.
He got to juggle them at the same time.
Like what more? What?
The
Jay-Z
bowling
said,
ball,
man,
the
what more
apple.
can I say?
Got to have the
What
bowling
man
ball,
got
the
to do,
apple,
man?
and the knife.
Yeah, then take a
Like
bite.
the apple.
Like what do you got to do, man? Y'all hold him to a totally different standard that you don't hold nobody else to. And wait, stop the press again.
Stop
I'm
it.
expecting that triple, quadruple down this year with this black command staff, if I can call it that. The three top positions in the football team, a head coach, OC, and DC, and you in the power four and all three of my brothers. Oh, the microscope just got went up some wattage or whatever they call it. The telescope just got extended. Because y'all really gonna want it to fail now. Yeah, I said it.
No, and we know
Yeah,
Uncle
no,
Neely
you
gonna
think
say
I
it.
said it.
We know, but you guess what though? Coach Prime is not blind to that fact. He knows
No.
that. He knows exactly what's
Man,
going on right now.
the dude been black about 3 or 4 years longer than I have, and you say I'm old, so he a little older than that.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna clip that for him. I'm clipping that Chico. He know the rules. He know we got to go 14 inches to have 12. He know that.
Yeah.
Even we do drill, Chico, you're supposed to run 2 yards past the line.
Yeah. Run through the line.
Because our
Not
standard
to
ain't
the
the
line.
line. If our standard is the line, we behind.
Yeah.
Because we always get measured different. He know that.
Well, how do you think the people who are doing the measuring, so to speak, will be taking this news that Coach Livingston is out? Is it going to be more negative, like Coach Prime lost, this, or as opposed to saying Coach Livingston had an opportunity, he's taking it with a guy he had a previous relationship with right there, in the area that he's in to elevate to the NFL?
Yeah.
Do they spin it and talk about the opportunity
Well,
that Coach Marv have? What do you think,
somebody gonna always try to make it negative about Prime. Like, let's just be real about that now. Again, that ain't gonna change. It's never been. Like somebody's gonna always try to ice skate uphill and make it be a negative thing when this is a totally positive situation. Again, here you have Coach Livingston, who was in the NFL ranks, came to Colorado 2 years ago, did a bang up job that year one, so much so that Miami tried to get him down there. He chose to stay. Had an interview even this offseason with the Dallas Cowboys. And when you're able to work with somebody you used to work with and don't have to uproot your family at all or even too far, what a wonderful opportunity for the Livingston family to
Yes.
get back to the NFL and have nothing. You ain't got to move across the country this time doing it. Shout out to Rob Livingston.
Yeah.
And as we always say, when one door closes, at least if nothing else, a window opens. And so here's an opportunity, for Marv that you really thought would be like maybe a season from now. And it opens up, in short order. Man, let him tell you, not only is God in control, he makes no mistakes.
Yeah.
I mean, you just think now, if you Chris Marv and you decide to not take this job, and look at the opportunity that happened right before you, and that you are immensely qualified for. This ain't no nepotism, no brother hookup. This ain't
Yeah.
no personal friend that you grew up in North Fort Myers with. This is a qualified defense coordinator who knows how to coach ball, relate to players, and recruit. Y'all want him to cook too? I go see how well he can cook. Like, what all he got to do?
But that's what it's about, though. Connected with them players, also, being a former player he was, you know what I mean, and have all of the experience that he has. What else will Coach Marr be bringing to the bus as the new defensive coordinator in place of Coach Rob Livingston?
I like the if I can term it this geographically, the East Coast footprint. Because even Vanderbilt being in Tennessee is still the eastern part of Tennessee, and Virginia Tech is on the East Coast. And so you look at, where he's been around and where he's played and coached before, he brings that kind of flavor. And so he's going to know coaches that know coaches that know players that know players. So
Mm-hmm.
geographically, he brings all of his resume to the table, during the recruiting season. And as much as Coach Prime told me himself, there's going to be some little shifting around here and there. Don't forget that Rob Livingston was DC and coached the safeties.
Yeah.
And so it wouldn't be unheard of to have a DC that coaches the linebackers or
No, not
still
at all.
coaches another position group. And as I said on the morning wood, I mean, what better position group to have your fingerprints on? Because where were we lacking the most at last year, Chico?
Shit, everywhere, but you could say
Yeah, I mean
linebacker.
everywhere. But if you had to have a bar chart about where the deficiency really showed itself,
Yeah.
it was in the middle and right behind the D line, right
LBs.
in front of the safeties, which are the linebackers.
Mm-hmm.
And our inability to tackle and our inability to scheme right in that position and make the right decisions. Well, here's a guy who was fixing that as position coach, and now he's DC. I think the arrow is pointing all the way up on it.
Yes, indeed. Well, you guys heard it here first. You heard where Coach Prime called first to let the news be known. So no need to go try to hear it from a third party. You can hear what they think, but you're hearing it right here from the sources and how it went down and everything. Uncle Neely waking up this morning, getting the call, and there it is. Now we're bringing it to you live and direct. Breaking news. Coach Livingston is out as the DC. He will be going to the Denver Broncos. And we have Coach Chris Marv coming in as the DC for Coach Prime and the Buffs. 3 African-American brothers heading this Colorado Buffs football team. OC, DC, and the head coach. Shout out to those guys. Anything else you want to add on that?
Yeah, just I personally can't wait to get back to Boulder, man. Get back on Saturday, February 28th. So that's like 3 days from now. Spring ball is going to officially start March 1st. So, right here, live and direct with the big dog and Speed Hustle TV, UNK, and the pregame network. We bring y'all some exclusive stuff on the daily. The TMR during the off season will likely remain Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We may have to shift the time some as we look at what time practices will be. But no doubt you're going to be getting things here that you can't get nowhere else.
Yes, indeed. All right, let's uh where are we going to shift to? First of all, let's talk about all the things that you can catch. All right, you got prime parents. We're gonna try to get that to you every Tuesday or every other Tuesday at least. Then we have TMR Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Then UNK and Chico Sunday nights, and we might pop up on a Thursday with you guys. So stay tuned for all of the new shows and and the things that we have dropping for you guys. Hold up, got a question in the chat. Say, Chico, when you coming to Boulder? If I come to Boulder, it's gonna get cold. You feel me? So just hold your horses. I'm gonna bring the coldness to Boulder back again. We'll see. I'll let y'all know.
Then Danny, why you got to mark the calendar? You gonna meet me there or something? You begin to act a little weird then, Danny.
No, he might just bring some more wood for you, huh?
And I say again, you're beginning to act a little weird, Danny. like that. No, I get back February 29th, Danny. Can't wait to see you.
Hey, good news. First of all,
Oh,
hold up.
Chico, speaking of Uncle Chico.
I got all right, yeah.
Because it's attached to Colorado football. Another we tried to tell y'all, but y'all don't be listening.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was all in the chat on Sunday night. Oh man, something going on with the D line. Y'all ain't saying who the D line coach is, and I look right there in the screen and said, "We got the D line coach. He in the building."
You did say that.
Well, Chico, did I say it?
You said it.
Okay.
And Dante Carter, new defensive line coach of Colorado, spent
why they-
2025 season as the Buffs grad assistant. 2024 Texas College D line group had the fourth most sacks. And he's taking over Coach Matapeko, who has went on to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Another coach headed to the NFL for Coach Prime. Shows you know how to pick them, don't he?
And it shows that Uncle and Chico on Sunday nights know what the hell they be talking about because
You
y'all
lying.
got that news first.
I don't know what people be thinking of, but let them think what they think. It's all good. Coach, just like he elevated Coach Johnny Mack as the running backs coach, right? And he saw whatever he saw in the new D line coach. Like, he's not afraid to elevate people and to give them opportunities, even if it seems as if look at Coach Gunnar White. Even though
I
it
was about to
seems
say.
as if, yeah, that they might not
And
have
he's
the
already told y'all
experience or they're not ready for it. Well, he sees what he sees and he knows, okay, here's an opportunity. Bam, I see that you're ready for it.
And he's already told y'all on the morning run, he being Coach Prime, words out of his mouth to y'all ears. It's not gonna be long for something happen with Coach Rashad because he deserves his own room and his own footprint.
Yep.
He's earned it. And it's
Yep.
gonna happen.
Yep.
And y'all act all shocked when it do, like, oh, where these guys come from. It's like Chico. If you, the assistant coach or the assistant pastor, because I know you went to Bible school, and you ain't been prepped or doing your thing to become a pastor or the head coach, what you been doing?
Right.
Because what you gonna do when somebody gets sick or somebody had to run inside to the restroom or something?
Yeah.
Like your job is your job, right?
Mm-hmm.
And on top of all that, be ready for the next job.
Right.
Because it can happen at any moment.
It's crazy that you said that because if they watched Prime Parents last night, they would have heard Preston Ashley's mom say exactly that. That his dad, who she gave all the credit to for developing him, had him getting ready, middle school, get ready for high school, get ready for college. And that should be the same thing that anybody's doing, professional level or whatever, right? Watch the people in front of you and be ready to take over.
Chico,
you feel me?
Old school of business adage. Don't dress for the job you have, dress for the job you want.
Mm.
And dress don't just mean clothes. Carry yourself in that manner.
That's right.
If you want to be a head coach, look around at the head coach you want to be like And if you see them doing shit, do that.
Do that.
If you don't see them doing stuff you do, stop doing that.
That's right.
Like, it ain't hard to dress the part. You have an example right in front of you. Be yourself, absolutely, but dress the part of what you want, not what you got.
It ain't hard to dress the part. I don't know if he meant to drop that bar right there, but he did.
That was a bar. I
It ain't
smell it
hard.
now. Good bars stink. Here what a good bar do, Chico. Here what a decent bar do. A decent bar be like,
Make you make the ugly face.
here's a great bar.
Yeah.
That stink.
Funky up in here somewhere. So
Man,
hey,
when I was vibing along, but when Kanye said it's too many Urkels on your team, that's why your win's low, I went.
that's a damn bar. Kanye easy. Maybe Kanye can bounce back. But you also mentioned this, so let's switch gears real quick. Go to the NCAA, right? Bet you. I bet you won't hit him. Well, NCAA is we talked about this after watching.
I can't stand it.
Some of the games, and look at them boys with Daisy Dukes on. I want you to. Like the NCAA is set to end the short shorts.
Dog, I can't do it. I can't do it, man.
What?
I know Coach Prime, because he could. I know he love it. I know he gonna love this rule, the strict enforcement, because he not only enforces it amongst his team, he tries to enforce it on high opponents. Like, come on, man, cover your knee. Your pants supposed. When you wear your knee pads at? If your pants don't come to your knees,
they don't wear knee pads.
It's
no
like,
knee pads. Yeah, man, this is just ridiculous. This is like I'm with Coach Prime when he says he hate to see players' ankles exposed when you're playing football, like no tape, no sock, and low cut shoes. Like what we doing? You setting it up, and that's how I feel with these short shorts and low socks. I'm against both of them. Right? It doesn't look good to me. It doesn't look like football, and then at the same time, like you're setting yourself up to be injured. Like what is this guy doing right here, dog? You got your whole damn quads out. What we doing?
Oh yeah, it's for my ass out.
Got on them Cardi B's. He's good.
Yeah, man. I love it. That's progress. Like, and I do think, Chico, to some degree, right? The particular pad you wear should have an enforcement level. There's some protection you shouldn't be able to opt out of.
Yeah. Like you can't come on the field without shoulder pads.
Yeah, like example, you got to wear a helmet.
Yeah.
You got to wear shoulder pads. Now, what style of pads or where they fit at, all right, personal flavor. But I think there are some protections that the NCAA and the institutions have to say, no, you can't, young man, opt out of that, particularly just for style.
Mm-hmm.
And when you wear pants like that young dude in that picture just had on, you ain't got on no thigh pads, you ain't got no hip pads, you sure ain't got no knee pads.
You ain't lying.
You just out there in biker shorts. You just out there in drawers.
Might as well not have on anything. That's like where we used to come out at practice. They say helmets, shoulder pads, and shorts. Those short days, when you come out there like that, man, you can't do that. And when you come out there on short days, you never tackle to the ground. It's like a high thud day. So in other words, it's not full speed, to protect yourself. So you come out here dressed like that, based off what we do at practice, you're not protecting yourself, dog.
Chico, let me ask you
for
something.
Injury.
That guy in the middle right there. He on the bottom of the pile with you.
Here we go.
What's going down?
Only person that'll think about that is you.
But I mean, you talked about how you love the bottom of the pile and legs being locked up together. That's a lot of leg exposed right there.
No, it looked like he was at one of them clubs that I used to have to pass by going home. So with those,
they gave you 200 for the walkthrough.
No, when I walked in there, I saw you in there, so I turned around and said, "Nah, it's Uncle Neely night." Yeah, they get free on Uncle Neely nights.
he done pulled all the bad ones. Let me leave.
Oh, come in that thing like, who wears short shorts? Unc wears short shorts. If you dare wear short, no,
you at the door trying to sign up for karaoke night. Mm-mm.
The NCAA Rules Committee
I
will
gotta be the only one
consider.
to take you through there.
Hey,
That's
they
my
talking about
song,
getting rid
girl.
of. They saying get rid of the targeting, carryover suspension rule also for
Interesting.
players. Like, yeah, they saying if you are called for targeting, it shouldn't carry over to the next game. You know, what do you think about that?
I love that actually. And you know that's the second adjustment, Chico. You'll remember when they first got strict on targeting, you had to leave the playing area, like you had to go to the
Mm,
locker room,
yeah,
and then
if you
they
just commit a
readjusted that to
crime,
like you could remain on the bench, you know, and be with your teammates. You just couldn't go back in the game. And now, you know, depending on what half you got ejected in, if it's the second half, you got to sit the first. So no, I like it. I think it's a game penalty. And I haven't seen enough evidence that it carrying over to the next game has decreased the amount of them.
right? Right. I agree with that. Like that's a silly rule, dog. Because if you did it this game, you got to sell it next game. Like, man, y'all going too far, big man. Like the man, he made a mistake anyway, and it's not like targeting is always, intentional. Some guys just be going to tackle, and you see the running back or the guy with the ball. Sometimes he'll duck his head, at the same time,
Yeah.
and bam, now it's a head to head collision, and
Yeah,
now
and
the
I don't
dude's
and I don't have time to adjust to what you did, to your
right.
adjustment.
Man,
Yeah.
football,
Yeah, I think
crazy.
I think intention has a lot to do with it, but also the fundamentals. And with the rule being so intensified, Chico, even down to the lower levels, it's going to take a generation of players. But you're going to grow up. When you and I talked about basketball the other day, and
Hmm.
there's not a person in the league that does not know you can't leave the bench during the fight because everybody that's in the league grew up with that rule,
Right.
and so you see far less of it now. It's not like, oh damn, I forgot. It's like the Emmitt Smith rule of taking your helmet off and you score. Players don't take their helmets off when they score because they grew up with that.
And if they
And I
do it,
think
they
once
know
we
they're
get
doing it
this
now.
thing,
It's intentional.
once we get this thing adjusted and fine tuned with the intention of the hit versus did the player or the offensive player adjust awkwardly and there wasn't no margin of error. But I love to see that players can, which this rule had already been changed, that you can remain with your teammates. And I would love to see it not carry over to the next game. I also saw Chico on the NFL level, their rules, speaking of rules, they are discussing allowing the replay official to be able to initiate a flag.
Mm. I
So
say, I say, why not? You know what I
I said
mean?
too, like he an
Yeah,
official.
yeah,
He
if you're
can
gonna
he
be
can
an official, be
overturn
a
it.
damn official. Yeah,
Yeah. And
that
so
go
if
be
he
a
watching
sometime an
TV and
official.
see something y'all didn't see, he should be able to say, "Hey, y'all missed that."
Because guess what? If he could see it, a lot of times the fans can see it. With all the cameras out there. So if the fans know something is this, but the refs on the field get it wrong, but there's a ref in the booth who sees it also. Why not overturn it, dog? What we doing? He's just gonna let it happen because the guys on the field didn't see it? Nah, man. You might as well come on, join into the game. Let's get every call correct if we can. That's all we do.
I will say this though. I think it'll work better if the replay official has chemistry with the crew that's calling the game. That they've had that because what one you don't want to see a game being called completely different from one person at the monitor and the person on the field. And the reason
Mhm.
the NFL grades refs individually, so same with NCAA, and they grade crews. You want to have your best guys working together. You want to have them seeing the game and evaluating the same way that it's not fluctuating extremes, which is why you hear coaches all the time. They one of their biggest complaints, hey man, call it the same way both ways now.
Yeah.
Pass interference over there got to be the same pass interference over here. And you
Right.
could have Chico in the booth as a former tight end who doesn't necessarily know the five guys on the field, and they could call it differently. I think that could be a potential bump. But other than that, I do think the replay official should be able to initiate a flag if he saw something.
Hmm. I think so also. A lot of rules being changed. Yeah, you go to the UFL, and they have been, trailblazing and making rule changes as they've come about. And here are more that they're looking to do for the 2026 season. The UFL has introduced new rules to increase scoring and excitement. These kids, including a 4-point field goal kick for kicks of 60 plus yards, a ban on a tush push, and preventing punting
I love it.
inside the opponent's
Love
50-yard
all three of
line.
them. Love all three of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Then.
Tush push, you know my deal with the tush push, and ain't because I'm no number one Cowboys fan and it's the Eagles thing. If the defense can't use leverage, such as on special teams, hopping over, pushing off somebody, hopping over, stop that damn shoving shit to score as well. That's rugby. Put that to the side. I think a 60-yard field goal is worth 4 points, adds excitement to the game, and it puts people in a situation where sometimes the math will make you say, "Hey man, Marty, you think you got 6 in you?"
Yeah.
It's like versus punting from right there or going for 4th and 15. I
Yeah.
love it. And then a no punt inside the opponent territory, same thing is going to make you either go for that 4th down, which is exciting, or you're going to kick a field goal.
And even more rules to make it more exciting. One thing is this. Let me know what y'all think about this, guys. 1 foot inbounds. Receivers only need to have 1 foot inbounds to complete a catch, adopting college style rules. What do you think about that one?
Love it.
All right. I
And,
say
and
I like that
and
one too.
I think college needs to do the NFL rule where if you ain't touched, you ain't down.
Me too. I like that too. I don't know why they put that in college and then you make it like this in NFL. You know?
You remember that year he was with the Steelers at the time? You remember that year Plaxico Burress came right out he's fresh out of college, caught that pass, and then
Yeah.
spiked the piece, failed and then spiked the ball.
Right. And that's exactly why right there.
Yeah, which
So
is a
that,
fumble.
keep that what is that? Not the chemistry, you know.
Continuity.
Continuity. Easky. Just waiting on you. I appreciate you. That's why you good tag team partner, Scott Steiner.
Nothing like
You
a
know?
little. Hey man, you always represent the Steiner brothers, and you forget Big Papa Pump turned on his brother and went NWO.
Well, before they turned,
Okay,
they were great. He only turned because I think Rick got hurt or something. He couldn't wrestle anymore, so Scott wanted to continue wrestling. They had to find a way to bring him on. It's a whole story
the
behind that.
dog face Gribbly.
The dog face Gremlin. That was my dog right there. I had the little wrestling
That's
man.
you. You
Had
are
that
my dog
mustache.
face Gribbly.
I might need to cut my mustache like the Hulk Hogan / dog face Gremlin mustache.
And
I'm
you
gonna
got
do that one
you
day.
got to get you the Greco-Roman wrestling helmet.
Yeah.
WWE.
What? I used to want one of them, man.
I bet
Man.
you did.
I would have been a
I
great
bet.
wrestler in high school, though. I would have been a great wrestler in high school. Like a real. Anyways.
No, I understand it. Matt wrestling, Greco-Roman rules
Yeah.
mixed in with a little Dennis Rodman antics.
Yeah. No. But yeah.
You said yeah. You said it. You said
Hold up.
yeah.
Hold up. Supposed to be going on UFL rules, dog. One more rule. I wanted to see what you think about this one. Updated PAT options, point after touchdown. After a touchdown, teams can choose a 1-point kick from the 33-yard line, a 2-point conversion from the 2-yard line, or a 3-point conversion from the 8-yard line. More options, more excitement.
It's definitely more option and excitement. That 3-point maybe need to be like from the 10 or the 11, though.
I thought it was going to be a little bit further also, but from the
Yeah,
8,
that might need to be a little further than 8 yards.
You might see a lot of teams going for that 3-point conversion.
I think you will. Yeah, I think you will. Because that's you know how shout out to mybookie.ag. Use Big Dog
MyBookie.ag.
Chico code. Sometimes Chico, like when I be giving out the my bookie information, it's because of the payoff of the bet, not that I believe the bet.
There you
It's
go.
like that's worth that. You now making it worth it.
Right.
You're making that worth that risk.
I still haven't gotten there yet, but I got you.
Yeah. You're gonna get there.
All right. Well, y'all can get there too if y'all go to mybookie.ag and use the code BIGGDOGG at mybookie.ag.
I mean, look at this, Chico. Bet $5 to win 1, which you walk out the door 6, or you potentially lose 5. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I bet $7 to win 7. If you lose, you're only losing 2 more than you were gonna lose anyway, but you're gaining 7 more. So that's how that 8-yard 3-point is to me. Is like it's going. I think from a football standpoint, it should be further back. From an attractive gamble standpoint, it's gonna get people to do it.
Oh heck yeah! And that's why I think, it's right in that sweet spot to be like, I think I can
Mhm.
get this. Oh, it might be a little bit too far. Let's go ahead and go for so interesting decisions that will have to be made now after touchdowns in the UFL. And with the rules that's being made in the UFL, will you ever see the NFL adopting some rules like this also
Yeah, they did the past years.
with the kickoff, right?
Yeah, that started there.
Mhm. Okay.
Um, and the camera work has been stolen,
Yep.
borrowed,
Yep.
emulated, imitated from the XFL.
Mhm.
Now you got cameras zooming into the huddle and kind of following the player when they run. All of that was started in the other leagues.
Yes, indeed. Good stuff. Good stuff right there. All right, let's go to some more good news out of Colorado and Boulder, where it's colder and everybody's getting busy. First of all, Coach Prime got some good news from his doctors. We saw that on Well Off. Y'all go check that out and get the good news from the good brother, Coach Prime. Unc, you want to add some on that right there?
Say nothing like good news, man.
Nothing like good news, especially good health news. You feel
Yeah.
me? So whatever coach is
Part
doing,
of being a believer, Chico, is you're supposed to help spread the gospel, and gospel don't mean nothing but good news.
that's all.
Go tell the good news, man.
Hmm.
Stop walking around gossiping and spreading bullshit and lies and rumors and negative stuff. Go tell some good news.
Here's some more good news then that we're gonna bring you guys out there and give it up for Quentin Gibson. Q for six.
Yeah,
Amazing
why you drop
accomplishment.
my shot, man? Get Shad some love. He was in the picture.
Well,
He was next
I
to
didn't have
Steve
that
Curry.
picture. I ain't had that picture. If I would have had
Yeah,
that picture, you
Coach
think I would
Shad
have?
escorted Q for six out there.
Oh yeah,
Freshman,
I saw the
for special
post.
teams.
Yeah, that's big for the young fella, man.
Look,
speak on
I'm
it.
gonna tell you, man. Look, just like y'all can say stuff don't matter, but representation matters.
Hmm.
Networking matters, and it's easy to represent network when you're dealing with somebody that look like or remind you of yourself. And here, and that's from the coaching standpoint. I'm talking about the DC, and then tell you what else matters. What matters is opportunity. And
Yeah.
we said it last night with Preston's mom,
Yep.
with Miss Ashley. You know how attractive it is for a freshman to come to Colorado when you see that freshmen actually get opportunity, and not only freshmen get opportunity, hell, they can get awards.
Yeah. So shout out
I
to
love it.
special team coordinator Coach Mike Pollock, also Coach Prime for recognizing that talent, and giving them a chance. Um, he made his biggest impact on kickoff returns, totaling 597 yards on 25 returns for an average of 23.9 yards. All three led true freshmen in those categories in the Big 12. So Gibson finished third in all three. So shout out to the young fella once again, Q for six out of Texas. Fifth Colorado player to be named FWAA Freshman All American. What's the FWAA stand for? I don't even know that right now. I ain't gonna lie.
You
I
ain't
have to
making
look
up
it up.
nothing,
I have to look it up. No, I ain't gonna make it up. What you
man.
think I would have made it up and said? Oh,
Oh man, you make up people middle names. They have an initial, and you just see it. You make it. I thought you make that up.
is that let me see. It might be
The F is probably for football.
it's probably for football.
If I can help you out, it's like you play a Wheel of Fortune. And you got the F, the OO, not the T, and all the ball, and you like foosball. Like what you do this?
No, no, no. It's like
Foxball.
it's like when all those I ain't gonna say that. That might be a little bit wrong. But I
Now that's
will
stopping.
say
Now wrong. Now
boring.
wrong is stopping you.
I would just say this. There was a lot of foreign people in New York that kept going down the wrong street when they put a new sign up, and the new sign said wrong way. And some people thought it said wrong way. So they kept going down there getting stuck. I'm serious.
You done made my wood lay down. Look, I gotta stand my wood back
Wrong way. Wrong way. Then Danny over on Twitch now. Shout out to Den Danny on Twitch. They found me on Twitch. I appreciate it, Den Danny. He said Twitch has a faster feed. You seeing this? All right. Appreciate that, Den Danny. Twitch can keep up with you.
My man Jewel help you out. LeBron's number one hater helped you out. He said Football
Football
Writers.
Writers Association of America. Appreciate that, Jewel. I knew somebody would come and help out. We got our research. You know, we ain't got no research team over here.
Shout to Tears.
Shout out to Manny too. Manny didn't come in today. He said some things going on in his hometown he had to go handle. I said, all right, dog. So
his whole is he gonna make it back?
I think he'll make it back. Y'all understand? Manny got some connections.
No, Manny is the connection. I'm just saying he might be the heir apparent to be running the cartel. He might not come back.
Might not come back. You're right. You're right. So I have to take care of some things I said. But shout out to Coach Shy, like you said, man, for accompanying Quentin down there for the award. Future star for the Colorado Buffs, but they have a lot of stars at their wide receiver position, dog. What's wrong with y'all?
I love the running jokes, man, on different shows. Then I see your damn comments, man. What you want me to do? Read all of them?
Why you go off on my dog like that, man?
Does he get? Can Unc see this? Unc, can you see this? Is Unc blinded for me? Unc, we see it. Like what you want me to do there, Daddy?
All right, man. Let's
Let's
go.
put that Dad on the screen. There you go, Dad. I see you. There you go, love. I see you.
Long as it's not blinded from you, then, Danny. It's all right.
I see you.
CBS Sports Emory Hunt says there isn't a quarterback in the 2026 class better than Shedeur Sanders, not even projected number one pick Fernando Mendoza.
Agreed.
Emory Hunt said, I have a higher grade on Shedeur Sanders than I did on anyone in this draft class.
Agreed.
Yeah,
I totally agree with that.
I mean, as you would say, that's your guy. Other than that, why do you agree with that?
I'm willing to concede that I'm biased, having watched him play all of his collegiate career, every single snap of it. But if you just look at the metrics, again, not the team outcome.
Not the team.
Not the team outcome. No, not the team outcome. Because whatever Mendoza did for IU, the team did that. The team won a national championship, and he was the quarterback of it. But when you look at the individual metrics, statistics, decision-making ability, whether it's the pass, the legs, the accuracy, the deep ball, whatever, Shedeur Sanders is definitely a better quarterback than Fernando Mendoza. And that ain't taking nothing from Mendoza. Mendoza is great. Shedeur just happens to have an ER at the end of his, which is greater.
I like it. I love it. Can't wait to Mendoza get in the league, man. I hope he has success. But I think this year we're going to see some Shedeur Sanders, gaudy type Shedeur Sanders old numbers, that he's accustomed to putting up this season after he gets some more pieces around him. You saw how excited he was at the Pro Bowl to be throwing to guys like Sutton and other receivers, CeeDee Lamb or Chase or whoever else he had on his team. It gets a quarterback up, to have those guys. And 4 receivers that he had at Colorado in the league. Shit, coach. I think he's going to be ready to go this season. 6 touchdowns, I'm predicting in some of these games.
Yeah. We still got to go through the process, and we're still dealing with the Browns. So I remain cautiously optimistic. I'm always optimistic. I'm always excited when it relates to Shediggity because I believe he can turn a franchise around. If anyone needs turning around, it's the Browns. But to our point, Chico, if the viewers out there would just look in the center right there at those comparable stats of 24 and 25.
Mm-hmm.
And even though there's a big gulf in yardage, don't sleep on that 3% difference in completions. Don't sleep on them 4 touch. The dude is the dude. The dude just didn't get the opportunity that the dude deserved, and then the dude didn't even complain about it.
He just came out there and continued to be the dude.
Yeah, because I still say, from a statistical standpoint, take your names out of it, take your personalities out of it, take how you may feel the people out of it. Shedeur, Travis, right there behind me. Travis, no doubt, should have won the Heisman Trophy, but Shedeur also should have been invited.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, no doubt. For sure.
Yeah, the numbers dictate it. So take the hate out your heart and like, oh, and then you wouldn't have two people, two teams. You had two people, two teams up there before.
Take
John
that
Carter and his
hate out
quarterback
your
was up there
heart.
together. So I mean, it's happened when it's merited. But all of a sudden, when it's merited towards somebody last name Sanders, goalposts get moved.
Mm. Well,
so we can talk. I'll put that graphic back up, Chico, the quarterbacks. We can talk all this stuff about Mendoza, and I say rightly so. I'm not mad at the conversation about Mendoza. I say rightly so. But y'all were unwilling to have those conversations about Shador a year earlier. When look at the statistical difference, again, not the team difference, but let's not sleep on this, Chico. When you say not the team difference, whatever, or what have you. That was 9 games, dog. I mean, it wasn't no national championship, but Shador won 9 games in the Johnny Unitas Award.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Stop
put Shador on the Indiana team. Shit, I think he'll be right there. Same results.
Amen.
Amen. Wow. UNK. Bears.
Comment, Chico, let me help this brother out. I don't see it now. Oh, here it is. Yes, sir. We have covered the announcement of the new DC. In fact, this is the network that broke it. And if you need to see the breaking of it after this show, just watch the Morning Wood that was posted earlier this morning. And we deep dive into that. We did the first 10 minutes of this show on it. So if you just joined us live, watch the rest of the show, then rewind back to the beginning if you missed the DC hire stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We covered that at the top of the hour.
At the top of the hour, all you got to do is rewind and go back and watch it, clip it.
Rewind! Speaking of rewind, let's get to some super dupers out there. See Maven AI with the $21 super. It said, please remember, I'm trying to look at the monitor, Chico, where it's big at. Please remember this.
See that orange. That orange ain't easy to look at, dog. I told y'all.
But Chico, you don't want to make it orange.
I don't make it orange. It's automatic. I don't do that.
Please remember this. Some of the
out.
greatest advances shaping modern life are driven by Black researchers across energy storage, semiconductors, aerospace, medicine, and computing. And work is powerful for the future. I appreciate that Black History moment brought to you by C Maven AI. That's what's up. And shout out to Better Steward, who became a YouTube member, because Chico, we're still climbing toward that 21,000. And once it is crossed, we will still be doing that live Ask Coach Prime Your Questions show for members only, live for members only, with Coach Prime on the screen. And we'll be bringing you on the screen to interact and ask him what you want to ask. Of course, everybody will be able to watch the replay a few days later, but it's going to be members only live and members only viewing for the first little window there. So if you want to be a member.
What else do you have an opportunity to actually speak to Coach Prime as a fan out there, right? And all you have to do is pay a small fee for a membership, like a subscription. Like you got Netflix for $11+. We only talking about what, $1.99, $2.99, $3.99, $4.99.
You ain't been to ask Netflix the damn thing.
You ask Netflix, Nathaniel. now you can ask Coach Prime some, and y'all pump faking on the little subscription cost. Come on, dog. What we doing?
You saw that pump fake, Chico?
Doing this. We ain't going for it. Go ahead and put this. Also, if you want to check out the full Prime Parents first episode of season 3 with the mother of Preston Ashley.
That was a good one.
There it is.
Yeah, you nailed that one. You got some great ones in the vault. I encourage people to go back, go to Big Dog Chico, Speed Hustle TV, go to the playlist Prime Parents and pick on one and press play. You got some great ones historically, but episode 1, season 3, that was nice.
It was a classic one, and she brought it to straight out of Mississippi. Also, Brandon, Mississippi, representing, and had a connection with UNK. They had rival high schools, right?
Yeah. We're the two historical from the day they opened to right now Black high schools. You ain't got to put A33 on the screen, Chico.
I just do it because I know
So
how to
shout
do
out
it
to
now.
Brinkley. Brinkley became a middle school, but they were 3 black high schools. Jim Hill being the oldest, Lanier and Brinkley. And now the rivalry is really like a brotherhood sisterhood thing.
Mm-hmm. That's a
It's
good
more
thing
than
too.
that. Yeah.
Because I remember back in the day, rivals. You go play at a school and you got to duck on the bus as you're leaving because
Oh,
they
no,
might
look,
throw some stuff.
rocks, eggs, sports equipment. Yeah. Oh,
Whatever they could find.
yeah.
Whatever they could find. I didn't think I
Yeah.
was going to leave
Whoever
Montgomery one
lost,
time.
we used to play Lanier in football. Whoever lost the game uh, would actually win the game because that's who got to cause the most damage to the other buses.
It's crazy. I don't know whether it's just the continuity with the symmetry with the names, but the Lanier that I played
Yeah.
was the same thing. It was hard to get up out of there. I told you the story of being at the free throw line and dudes. So, all right, you make this free throw, your ass ain't gonna make it up out of here.
Yeah.
That was at Lanier.
Them the games that everybody got to be like the ref. I mean, once the horn blows, just run.
Just run. have your stuff ready now.
Yeah.
As soon as we get up out of here.
If y'all have not noticed that, I don't care if middle school, high school, NFL, college, I don't care if it's Alabama, Jack State, them refs be getting the hell up out of there, boy. Like
Yes, indeed.
Once the game in, ain't no handshake line, they sprint.
Yeah. Could you ever be a referee, Unc? My brother-in-law, actually, shout out to Pat, man, former brother-in-law, actually. He referees college games all over the nation. Like he did a national championship college basketball game. I think it was when Florida
It's
played
Pat Adams.
also.
You relate to Pat Adams?
No, not Adams. I was about to say, tell me. You probably know him though, because he's best friends with Skip, who you know. It's your frat brother too. Pat Evans. I don't know if you
I
know
know
Pat
another
Evans.
Pat to call basketball.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But
Boy,
shout out
she
to
got
him,
to
man.
come to the screen, slap you, man. Like, come on, worry about there.
Could you be a referee, Unc?
I actually went to the little high school referee in camp. This was when I was like right out of college.
Yeah.
I didn't finish my certification though. I got all the way to it was for basketball. I got all the way to like where you could call the scrimmages and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't go back and get my certificate because my job at the time I couldn't work those nights.
Gotcha.
I couldn't call the evening games.
Yeah. I remember being out there at like 15, 16, being an umpire, $15 an hour. Thought we was rich. Getting that $150 check at the end of the week. What?
What you
Didn't
blow
tell
it
me
on?
nothing.
Look,
What?
I said, what you blow it on?
Oh, blow it on. I was about to say, oh, okay.
If you was 15 with 150 in a week, you went and bought little WrestleMan from Toys R Us.
No, I ain't about no wrestling, man. Probably buy some little duck head shorts or polo shirts or something like that back then. Go to go to Dillard's.
Chico. See,
Take all my little money.
Chico, let me tell you this, dog.
Take girlfriend out to eat.
I'm gonna tell you something in front of the room that I've told you privately. When we do these shows, dog, you got to act like the audience ain't there and just have a conversation with your boy, and you don't have to lie to your boy.
All right, what I lied about
Chico, the duck heads, because I know you went to Sears to get Huskies. Chico, you was a little thick boy. I see Chico. I see the pictures your family been posting to tag you in. You were built just like your little boy right now. Ain't no way they had no 28 in the waist duck heads for you when you had to go get your 36 Huskies.
I was what, 28 in the waist?
When we all?
About 6th grade, probably.
What exactly? When we all? That's how you had to go get them tough nuts on them Huskies.
Exactly, Huskies. Tough nuts, tough skins.
Oh, tough skins. See, you knew the name.
I don't even know. I just saw it from
I said tough nuts, man.
Oh man, Duckheads.
You know you had to go get the touch. They're talking about
who wore Eastlands? Who wore Eastlands?
Boys, man.
Y'all remember the Eastlands?
Yeah, you probably got some Eastlands.
Them Eastlands was the one. My mom used to try to make us wear Eastlands. Like, I don't know what got no slip on Eastlands. Mama, I want to wear Eastlands. Put on the Eastlands, boy.
Talking about when he got some Duckheads.
Now that's trauma, having to wear Eastlands to school. Although they were nice.
So I guarantee you this. You could have back then mid 80s. You want to call which one call Chico? Mid 90s. I forgot you young me. Mid 90s, Chico.
You ain't forget
You
that.
could have got some duck heads that were your size, and they were gonna be tight.
And it's gonna fit funny.
Because they weren't made for you.
They definitely weren't made for me. No,
they were.
as
Chico,
they used to
that's
call
like
high
going to
Duke
the,
ass.
that's like going to the Gap, Chico. If you go to the Gap, you gotta go up 2 sizes.
It
They
don't
ain't
work.
made for you, dog.
No, it
If
ain't
you
made
go
for me.
get
Not
you
at
some
all.
duck heads your size, you can't even put your pockets in.
Dog,
Look like rabbit ears.
I call myself going shopping when I moved overseas. Ain't no shopping going on. They don't make clothes for us. I feel sorry for guys like Shaq and DeMarcus Cousins and big, huge like that. I was listening to DeMarcus Cousins talk about how they had to shower in the Olympic, what was the Olympics during the pandemic, and they were on a boat, and he was like, "Man, you had to shower. It was like this, like damn." You know what? Let me just. All right, guys. Thank y'all for coming out.
Now, what's wrong with you, man?
I ain't think about it till I did it just then.
But
But
you
that's what he
didn't do it in
did.
the shower. The water come out without you.
But that's what
tugging
he
on
did.
Why you got to tug on the faucet for water to come out? All you had to do is reach up there and adjust the faucet like this.
That's what
But
I
you gonna
did.
sit up there and stroke the faucet over your head. What is wrong with you, man?
That's what Cousins did. Now you gotta look at the interview. He was like, "Man, I couldn't shower because of." Anyway,
I tell you, I work
y'all
with
go back and
Gold
watch.
Dust, man. This is Gold Dust, big dog. Why? Who touches this? Who adjusts the shower like that?
A big tall nigga in the shower, right? I was trying
And
to make it.
you just angling to be done with it.
He'll try to angle
You
it.
gripped that thing and went up and down on it.
No, I didn't. That's it. That's an unc's mind right there.
Yeah, Drew, with his mouth open. Who does that, man?
We shower with the mouth open. Hell no. Gold Dust Chico. How you do the Gold Dust? Do the Gold Dust one time. Do it one time, Unc.
I'm not doing it because it's how you do it. I'm sitting here on the show one night with you and you adjusting your shirt like this. I'm like, Gold Dust, what are you doing? Why are you stopping, man?
He said, "Hold up, man. What you doing?" I said, "What happened? What you doing?"
Yeah, DeMarcus Cousins was in the shower. Like, no, he wasn't.
Oh man. Chat. We appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all go check us out
Chico,
at the website, unclechico.myshopify.com.
Chris Bosh look at this show and look at you and shake his head. He'd be like, damn, even I wouldn't have done that.
Hey man, this hey, like Danny say, this show for. See, that's why I gotta read like that. This show for those who love Unc and Chico for the realness they do. Shout out to Danny.
Okay. Vatos Locos.
It's it. All right, man. Shout out to Cypress Hill too. All of my guys out there. Make sure y'all go to the website, Unc and Chico, get y'all some limited releases that's going on out there on the website, Unc and Chico, myshopify.com. Unc and Chico.myshopify.com. You get you some.
Believe that.
With your face ass. All right. Everything else, y'all can rewind, find out what happened and what went on and all those good things. Other than that, make sure y'all go to mybookie.ag and use the promo code Big Dog. Make sure you follow, like, subscribe on all platforms. That's the Pregame Network, Big Dog Chico, Sports Talk, and everything else. Just type it in and you shall find us. All right. Unc, you want to leave them with something?
Yeah, do not forget, turn those notification bells on because tomorrow night we may be dropping you and Uncle and Chico. We will see. But for sure, Friday, another morning run, the last morning run before we head back to Boulder where it is colder but getting warmer for spring ball. And we bring you exclusive content for the next 6 weeks, going away from practice 1 all the way to practice 15, aka the spring game. Live and direct content, interviews, players, coaches, and of course, Coach Prime live with your questions and answers. So become a member, turn the notification bell on, rock out with Big Dog Chico, Speed Hustle TV, rock out with the Pregame Network, because we're going to rock out with you.
Yes, indeed. Y'all heard him. Hey, it's about to get real. Spring football is really here. And y'all know where to come to get the latest and the greatest and the best and the most in-depth info. It's right damn here, dog. The Pregame Network, Uncle Neely, Big Dog Chico. Until next time, I'm going to be up and about here. Peace in the Middle East. Yeah.
Yeah, Danny, I know you're not a stalker, dog. It's okay.
I know you're not a stalker.
I get it, Danny. It's what we call jokes during the show.
Might just be a streetwalker.
Yeah, and I appreciate you using the big word metaphorically. Because when you tried it right here, that MA, whatever you did, didn't work, and then you came back and you broke down metaphorically nice.
Okay.
And then came back and reconfirmed that you're not a stalker.
Put some hot sauce.
We also had to reconfirm that you didn't know what the hell Bad Bunny was saying either. Shout out to Denise Smith. Y'all know where to find her. It's Safe D Smith. That's not Safety TY. That's Safe, the letter D, as in Denise Smith.
Dog.
She got you covered with all you need, from auto, home, life, renters, and business insurance. Also financial services like planning, serving everybody that can dial this number, 303-343-3515. Pull up. Tell Uncle Chico sent you.
Pull up on her. Pull up on her, as they say. Pull up on her. All right, we're going to be up and about here. Peace and love. Yeah, you.